Asher! Oh gosh.
Hey! Get this!
Oh, shit.
Well, hello.
Good work. Good work.
Like the big gun! Stop him!
Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, Asher! Oh, thank you, buddy. Good job, Eska.
Asher, look out!
Oh! 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 Thank you. Thank you, my dear.
Light it! Light it!
No! No! No!
Stop him!
Trying to. Get him! Get him! Get him! Oh. Oh. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. No! 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 Ah! Get it! Oh! Oh, Asher, you are so awesome. Oh, so awesome. Hotness rising fast on this guy. Hotness rising fast.
Ah, he's going to
How
light the
many
beacon.
times do I have to stop you from lighting this beacon?
Beska!
All out!
Ah, jeez. Get up there, get up there. Asher! Come on, buddy. You can do this. Okay. Well, that worked better than I thought. Whew. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh, I can't believe you did it.
I can't believe it either.
Croft!
Oh no, what happened?
Ah!
Oh, did we
Quit
just...
your whimpering. I'm not dead yet.
Oh, good. Yet.
Hear that?
It's starting.
We did good? We did well? Well, hopefully. Did I not manage to completely F everything up? We'll see. Yay! The gears mean we're okay! The gears mean we're okay for now. That was awesome. Oh!
Home
Woo!
at last.
Asher! Woo!
Back at High Point, I wasn't sure your brother would survive the day.
I nearly didn't.
Well, you didn't remember it. I had to
You
restart.
kept your head and took Ludd's deal.
Yeah, the second
And now
time.
Ryan will be coming home.
The second time.
He'll sleep in his bed, eat at our table. He'll be right here, where he belongs.
We'll celebrate once Ryan has returned safely.
Yeah.
We still need to make the trade.
Yeah.
You're right, of course. Still, you did well today. Don't lose sight of that.
My lord, look.
Wait, before I see what he says. Cliffhanger, but I wanted to look at what your chats. You guys have been very active on the chats. It'd be nice if... Oh, he just got shot? Meh, didn't like him much anyway. Exactly. That was a stupid or very drunk crossbow man, according to Kiachira. That was great. Jovian, it'd be nice if you referenced them in the book or some more. The Foresters seem to have their hands on everything. Iron Rubber Duck. I haven't finished the game yet, but I like a lot of people seem to hate the combat, and I can see why. Think about the epic in there. I kind of like the combat so far. Like that was my adrenaline was pumping during that. I didn't know if we could get out of that, you know, scot-free as we did. Probably both. Double drink. Agreed, Duck, but the story, the choices. Welcome back, Nilsonian. Haha, Angel was too busy looking at Asher's butt to notice something. Asher, I like you for you too. I don't just see you as an object. I like you for you as a person too, because you're just so amazing and you're amazing. Come on now. Who wouldn't want you, Asher? Look at you during that whole scene. Goodness gracious. Nature gave man a brain, but only enough blood to use it one time, right, Hark? Yeah. Sounded like Hark said Gasher. You forgot to close the window. Oh, whoops. Blushes at the chat. Well, Hark, if they didn't get to be called the best for an action or lack of skill. Things about to get interesting. I rushed in with Beshka. Yeah, I figured I let Beshka have her way that one time, and so now this time we definitely need to follow Croft, is how I saw that. We had to follow him at that point. Stealth isn't my Asher's style. That's one way to do it. Well, one way to stop it. Adrenaline rush, awesome. See what I mean when I said that this was Asher's episode? Yeah, Asher's definitely cool in this episode. Hark wins. You did that one went way better than the last. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well done. Mom, don't get ahead of yourself. Not home yet. Check this, Hark. I'll have to check it later. The combat was of the Game of Thrones RPG, not this game, Hark. Okay. I'm enjoying your live stream. Thank you, and keep up the good work. Well, thank you, Sparta. I appreciate it. I feel like we're nearing the end, so let's get to it. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing that we're nearing the end, because I'm about to look at... What? Why is it so empty?
Guards?
Oh no. Oh bad. Oh bad. Oh bad. It's always one thing. Oh bad. Oh bad. Things are up and then they're down, and then they're up and then they're way down.
Duncan!
Where are the Glenmores?
I don't like this. I left a whole army here. I left an entire army here. Is that the evil maester?
Wait here.
Is that the evil sexy maester? I totally did not see that coming. At all. The time has finally come for the Lord Maester.
On. Don't be so dreary. It was a joke.
I'm sorry, I should have laughed.
Or maybe you think you can do better.
Of course not. I didn't mean to.
Oh,
It's a song
great.
Instead, I hear you've written a touching song about your dead brother.
Oh, don't you
Am I in it?
dare.
Let's hear it, shall we?
No,
No.
I won't.
I want you to sing, Talia.
Roderick!
Oh, you again. How did you get here with all those guards?
Welcome back.
Get away from my sister.
Get away from my sister.
But we're having such a nice time. Aren't we, Talia?
You are a
Say
madman.
Say it's been lovely.
It's been lovely.
You crazy man.
And you. I'm told you're a man who can't be broken. I've decided to come see for myself.
Sigh. 1 step forward, 10 steps back.
Ethan was the first forester I killed. Doesn't have to be the last.
You don't know what you're in for, Garrett. What you're asking my brother to do. The North Grove isn't what you think it is.
Justice was for Marine to deliver, not you.
But we did as you commanded.
We did. Mostly.
Don't sell swords, Asher.
Mostly.
They're killers. Roderick!
I can't believe I trusted him.
I know you and my brother were in contact.
The spy?
Perhaps he told you things. Things that might prove his guilt.
Oh,
Perhaps
Tyrion.
you're not to be trusted either.
You're not listening, Garrett.
Shh. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. You and 8.7% of players didn't encounter Finn. Wow. Wow, really? Interesting. I'm definitely down there in the minority, and I personally think that's awesome. That's pretty darn awesome. I'm in the minority, in my opinion. You and 39% showed mercy to Griff. Wow, and a good majority, large majority did not. You and 84.9% kept Sarah's secret from Lord Tarwick. I can kind of see that. I wouldn't have expected to be that high, but I can see that. You and 70.5% ordered the Glenmore soldiers to remain at Ironrath. Okay, and you and 26.2% allowed Beshka to kill the slave master. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Let's see what you guys have been saying. The combat was good. I'm enjoying your live stream. I got the RPG as a game. Blah blah blah. Oh no, it looks like Hard Crush on Garrett is being replaced by Hard Crush on Asher. I don't. I think that ultimately, if I personally had to choose between Garrett and Asher, I feel like Garrett, and I would probably get along better romantically. I feel like Garrett's more my type romantically. I can see myself wanting to be good buddies with Asher. But I think ultimately between the two, Garrett would probably be more for me. So I also rushed with Beskha, and seeing what happened, seeing what just happened to you. I think I made the right choice. Okay. You have no idea how bad. Uh-oh, the cell swords came. Come on, guys, stop with the YouTube link. Sark is giving it us all to entertain us and to keep posting stuff. That blood. My favorite part of this episode was definitely Mira's section at the coronation. Yeah, that was a really good section. It's about to go very down. Talia, very, very down. The traitor. Ugh, arrows and blood that can't be good. Ramsay, that voice. You left 20 men there, but they were supposed to be the elite guard. I gave you guys one job while I left. That's frustrating. Ramsay, terrible with fear. That guy is terrifying. No, things are going so swell. Agent C476. Wait, what timeline is this? Isn't all of this for after Joffrey dies? Yeah, Ramsay probably flayed everyone. Oh, that's 20 steps back, really. I hate that guy so much. Yeah, Jovian09. He's that character. Ramsay is my favorite character. Yeah, he's definitely my favorite character to hate, for sure. Ramsay should be shaved. Well, considering Asher just killed so many guards, I guess in this universe guards don't mean much. Telltale is lazy. Looks like we just found out the identity of our resident turd blossom next time. Wait, doesn't Telltale have 6 episodes of Game of Thrones? Yeah, they do. Tarwick looks... What does it say last time? Lord Tarwick looks like a smurf? You are now officially 8% club. Yes, high fives. He just wants Asher for his body. Garrett for his personality and his hair. Asher for his body. Garrett for his personality. Asher for his body. Thanks, Mike. I had the same outcome as Hark, except the Finn part. He accompanied Garrett and Cotter. I think most people had that. All this time, the evil maester was Ramsay as disguise. Don't forget to check out Storm Mix Chris's channel after Hark. Okay. It's set around the end of Season 3 and the start of Season 4. Ramsay's the character that exists just so you have someone to hate. Asher's battle scene is my favorite. Yeah, there's some really great scenes here. Let me know what you guys thought was your favorite scenes as well. Ramsay has been so controversial lately because of a rape scene in the show. I don't know if that's a big spoiler, but that's definitely true now that Joffrey is gone. Do you think that Telltale Games will make more episodes for the Game of Thrones series? That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. So, I guess I'll let the credits go. So my thoughts on that episode. Again, I absolutely loved it. I enjoyed it. It was packed. I was very pleasantly surprised at how much substance they were able to fit into this one episode. The backstory with Beskha, everything that went on. I mean, all the characters, Mira and Garrett and Roderick and Asher, like one right after the other. The pacing was perfect. Just so many things happened in that story, including the reenactment of the Red Wedding. So I thought that episode was very well done. I am a little disappointed that certain parts... Telltale has a tendency, and I will admit this, they have a tendency to give you the illusion of choice, and quite for me, more often than not, it doesn't bother me as much, because I feel like they're able to hide the illusion of choice okay, like well enough that it doesn't bother me too much. You know, the smoke and mirrors are enough to distract me from the illusion of choice, but it just seemed like I left an entire army of soldiers back home just so this wouldn't happen. And I have a feeling that regardless of whether you left them there or you brought them with you to Whitehill, this would still happen. I get that for the story to advance, they needed to tell the story that they needed to tell, and in order to do that, Ramsay had to take over Ironrath, but it just felt like maybe in that case they shouldn't have even given us the choice. They probably should. I think sometimes Telltale should just not give us the choice at all. But and that might have been better for the situation, because if it really is blatantly, if it's so blatant that it didn't matter, that you would, you know, regardless of how large of a force you did or didn't leave there, you know, it leaves a little bit of a sour taste. Is it enough for me to be, you know, disappointed in the episode? Absolutely not. It's just one of those things that I noticed. I think that it is great that they gave you a valid choice that ended up being game over. The Red Wedding reenactment. I liked that because I think that was realistic, because I don't think that every single choice in the game should automatically allow you to continue the story if it doesn't make sense. And I think most of the decisions are like that. So every once in a while, when they throw in a decision like this where one choice is an automatic game over, I think it makes sense, because you can still continue afterwards. Let's see. My favorite scene in this episode was at High Point. I want to see his reaction to that link. Click the link, Angel. My favorite scene was when I decided to attack Lord Whitehill, but I had the Glenmore. So cool. In your scene, I also enjoyed watching Lord Whitehill die again. My favorite is seeing Lord Whitehill die. It's so awesome. Maybe we should start a petition for link clickage. Give him time, folks. Give me time. Let me get through all the quote stuff or the chat stuff. I agree, Hark. This episode was packed with interesting stuff. This may be the best episode yet. I like how this episode, the Foresters, made some ground. Yeah, we actually succeeded in some things. Because if they just beat us over the head with failure after miserable death after miserable death, it sort of loses its... Then the miserable deaths and the failures lose their meaning if it's just constant. So they have to give us some successes with our failures. I like, he is ruling House Angel. There isn't anything a minor house could do to stop him. It wasn't really an army. It was 20 elite guards and about 40 poorly trained soldiers. Yeah, but my first real favorite is the Asher fight. It was 20 people. I'm going to go get going. See ya, have fun. Thank you for joining us, Agent C46. Telltale, this game adapts to the choices you make, except the ones we don't let you make. Thank you, Nelsolian. The only real different ending is if you take the Glenmores with you, they come back with you. I would assume that will help in episode 5. Wonder if Game of Thrones Telltales will have season 2. Okay, so there's this video that I need to click, which I'm going to watch, and I guess I will react to it now, because now we've reached the Q&A portion where you guys can talk about anything and everything. You can talk about this episode. You can talk about anything else that's random. You can ask me questions. So I'm clicking the link now. I'm not sure what this is. Game of Thrones, see something you like. Okay. Talk to Arthur.
If this goes badly, what do you want us to do?
Just find my brother and get him home.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
And if it does come to violence, move to the walls and get behind my men. I've got your back. I've got your back.
Okay, so we're talking to Arthur here.
Why do you keep looking at me? See something you like?
Wow! Oh my god, that was amazing!
See something you like?
Oh my gosh, I'm broken! You just broke me! Oh my gosh! Wow! Okay. Wow! Amorx711. Amorx711. That was 71. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can't believe Telltale just gave me that. Oh, that is awesome. Wow. My life is complete. If that had happened, if that happened, if I brought Arthur with me and that happened, and then everybody got killed, it would have been worth it. It would have been so worth it. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Now Arthur definitely needs to be on my wall. I need to get him with that wink. The wink that he does. I need to get a screenshot of his wink and put that on my wall. That is amazing. That is amazing. Wow. 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 Hark Reacts, new segment of the Fine Brothers channel. I love the Fine Brothers channel. That was amazing. Amazing. Hark approves plus 100 on that. Amazing. Make a vote for Oh my gosh. Wow. Make a vote for watching live reactions. I need to check that after. You broke him, guys. Your action is so cool. We did it, guys. We finally broke him. Bring out the glue. Hark is broken. Is this where everyone shamelessly plugs their stuff? We destroyed him. I'm guessing you have finished Life is Strange episode 3. I have finished it. And hopefully that will get wrapped up next week. Like all of those episodes will get wrapped up. Okay, I just watched that and I lost my... Nice. And let's plug all the things shamelessly. It's a trap. You're meant to be marrying his sister. Speaking of Life is Strange, what do you think of episode 3? Okay, so Q&A. So Life is Strange episode 3. I'm getting my disclaimer again. So my disclaimer again is I've been very vocal about my not liking certain characters in that game is not my favorite. And because certain characters in that game is not my favorite, and because that particular character is so prominent in the episode, it doesn't help in me enjoying the game more because that character is such a prominent part of the story. I definitely do not at all knock anyone who likes this character. I mean, those of you who are watching the Let's Play, you know who I'm talking about. I don't blame anyone who likes that character. I think it's great if you like the character, if you are a big fan of this character. That's great. I'm not trying to convince you otherwise. But because that character is not my favorite, it's just it doesn't make I don't enjoy the game as much. But honestly, the things that I had the most problem with episode was not that character. Actually, to be honest, it wasn't that character that I had the most problem with. It was the main character that we were playing. It just a lot of the things that she does on her own bothered me a lot. And I know that there was something that she does at the end. I'm not going to spoil anything, but she does something at the end that's sort of I didn't think was a very good idea, but you're forced to do it. Even though I was like, if you do this, I'm gonna tell you I told you so. I'm gonna tell you I told you so if you do this, because I knew that. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of the things that I was disappointed in is how much the main character condoned / idolized. It's one thing to be understanding of someone and trying to be there for that person and trying to be their friend, but it's another thing to encourage or even idolize the things that the other character does, which I don't think is a good thing to idolize or a good thing to condone or appreciate. So that was my thing. Even if you are best friends or close friends with a person, all the more reason to try to talk some sense into that person, because that person, because you're close and because you're best friends, might listen to you, or at least you might be the best person for that character to listen to, because she probably will not have as easier of a time to listen to anyone else, but she might actually listen to what her best friend has to say. I just felt like the main character had opportunity to try to help her friend, but she didn't. And in many ways, she thought she was helping her friend and she didn't. And I knew at the time that the things she was doing to help her friend wasn't really going to help her, it was going to make things worse. So, that's what I'm going to say about that. I preferred him having a good time length. Please reaction to civilian. It could work. Griff marries Elena. Roderick marries Arthur. I ship it, Canaris. You finished Sherlock already? If not, in which case are you on? So I just finished Sherlock last night. I just finished recording the final 6th mystery. I enjoyed it a lot. I give a little bit more information on my thoughts on Sherlock at the end of that video, so I'll let you watch that video to know my thoughts on it. But just to quickly say, I did enjoy it a lot, and I'm so glad I played it. How did you feel seeking Brooke with your man? How did you feel seeing Brooke with your Brooke with my man? Oh, well, that's a little spoilery. That's a little spoilerly, but spoiler warning, I guess, with Life is Strange. I felt that it made sense. I mean, it made sense. If Max is now what she becomes at the end of that episode, it makes sense that maybe she and him might not be as closely associated with each other. So, I mean, I would rather something else happen with him, but it makes sense with considering what the ending, what played out at the ending. If you speak of this, I think I'll get going. It's late anyway, and I need to be up relatively early for Sunday. Thank you for watching, for staying this late, Kiachira. I appreciate it. I like the whole Life is Strange series, but I hate whoever wrote the dialogue. All the slang is from the early 90s, and it's so cringeworthy. Yeah, that's true. When is the last chapter of the Dragon Age RPG coming out? Feels like it's forever since the last update. The last chapter? Okay, so we have not recorded. Here is the thing. We have not recorded the last chapter of the Dragon Age RPG campaign yet. And I'm trying to push for us. I personally want to continue and finish the Dragon Age RPG, but there's complications with scheduling with the players, is all I'm going to say. There's complication with scheduling with the players, and we're trying to address those complications as quickly as possible. I wish I could give you a time frame right now, because I can't, because it's not up to me. It's beyond my control. I have no control over it. Without saying anything about my players' situations, whenever the next Dragon Age RPG campaign come out is really up to them. It's up. So yeah, I want to do it. I want to record the final session, but it's out of my control. The only way that we can finish it finally is whether or not certain situations are resolved with the players, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Sorry that I have to be more cryptic, but I need to protect, I guess, what I think needs to be details that need to be protected, and I've already spoke too much. So anyway, goodbye everyone. I was going to bed. See you later. Not too many spoilers, please. I wanna LP it blind. Okay, I was trying not to give too many spoilers. So see you all in another stream sometime. Hopefully in the Borderlands, so I can hang out with with yeah, fun. Let's move on. Let's move on. I love that term. Love that. I haven't played Life is Strange, so I muted the stream until I get the sense that Hark moved away from that game. Thank you. Good. There's no such thing as a main character in Game of Thrones. I wasn't referring to Game of Thrones. I was referring to Life is Strange. I have a question, Angel Arts. Will you be playing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt? Okay, so I've got this question a lot, and I'm going to explain this as quickly as I can. The Witcher series is a series that I don't think I'm going to enjoy as much. A lot of people think it will. This is the reason why I don't think it will. I am not really... I've come to find out that I end up not enjoying... I find that I don't enjoy long solo RPGs as much. I lose interest in them very quickly. Skyrim is an example. I lost interest in Skyrim fairly quickly. It was just, I didn't have as much fun. Fallout kept my interest a little bit longer, but it wasn't a game that I had to, play at great lengths of time. Deus Ex Human Revolution did an LP with, and while I don't regret playing the game, that was when I realized that I as much as the more I played it, the more I didn't really enjoy it as much, and it started feeling like near the end I was only recording videos just to get through it, just so I can be done with it and move on to something else. I really find that I much rather enjoy RPGs where you have a party, where you actually have a group of party members that travel with you, like in Dragon Age, like in Mass Effect, because to me, what I find very interesting is having the ability to form those meaningful bonds and relationship with the other characters, with the other party members. And you don't really get to do that in games like Skyrim, or in Fallout, or in Deus Ex Human Revolution. There are characters that you talk to throughout, but it's different. It's not like you actually get to hang out with them or get to know them very well. Even the Telltale games fall in the category of you're not traveling with a party in the RPG sense sort of thing, but you still get to interact with these characters and you develop these relationships with these characters, and I guess what I'm trying to say is the main character, solo RPGs in general just aren't my thing as much. If it was something shorter, like Dust and Elysian Tale is relatively short. That's, an action RPG, but it wasn't that long. Witcher 3 is about, if I understand correctly, is about as long as like a BioWare game, like the Dragon Age games and the Mass Effect games. And I see myself losing interest in it. No matter how deep the story is, I'm a very social person, and I kind of need that in a game that I play at great lengths for like more than 50 plus hours. Otherwise I just end up losing interest. And I think with Witcher series, I feel like because it's for more or less, from what I heard, is more of a solo game, solo RPG. There are other characters like Bennifer. Kathleen Nims goes on and on about Bennifer. That's the only reason why I know about the character. I just feel like it's not enough. I don't think it's going to be enough for me to be all that interested in the game. And that's just how I honestly feel. If I'm going to play Witcher 3, I probably would want to play Witcher 1 and 2 first. And from what I heard about how Witcher 1 and Witcher 2 are, I don't think I would enjoy them as much. I would end up probably would rather play something else. But I know a lot of you are big Witcher fans, which is great. You should be. But unfortunately, I don't think that you will end up expecting a playthrough from me, an LP from me. Alright, so that took a little bit longer than I wanted to explain it, so I apologize for that. I hope Arthur Glenmore is going to feature in more episodes of this series, by the way. He is so cheeky in the other dialogue choices, but I wish I kept clicking on him now. Yeah, I liked him a lot too. Oh my gosh, The Walking Dead 3. Oh, TW3? All the feels. I'll wait for him to answer The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 question. Okay. There's probably... I don't doubt that The Witcher 3 probably has a good enough story. But if you guys can convince me that you think that despite not having a full party of characters... Because I thought that Deus Ex Human Revolution had a very good story. I thought that Fallout had a very good story. But I lost interest. You know, it wasn't enough. That wasn't enough. I need that regular social interaction with other characters on a regular basis, and I don't know if The Witcher 3 will give that. I could be wrong. But I have a feeling that The Witcher 1 and 2 didn't provide it enough for me personally, and so if I'm going to start the series, I would want to start with 1 and 2, and if 1 and 2 I feel like would not interest me, I don't think I would end up reaching The Witcher 3. It's a good game, and you have to do some railroad lenses. It's a good story, but I'm not sure if it's not my style. Yeah, I don't think it's my style. I think it's not my style, I don't think. I played Life is Strange AA, but I am not following you at all. If you feel like that's a good thing, don't follow me. Don't follow my playthrough of Life is Strange, because I put that disclaimer up for a warning. I have plenty of other Let's Plays. You don't have to watch every single one. So, I figured you might say that. Alright, Danny's a backstabber. Are you a fan of Ben Stiller? I like a bunch of Ben Stiller movies. I wouldn't call myself a super fan, but the movies that I've seen Ben Stiller in, I thought I like just fine. You should really get around to catching up with Life is Strange. I should really get around to catching up with Life is Strange. Well, again, disclaimer about that series. Disclaimer. If you watch it, if you're a big fan of Life is Strange, I highly recommend you watch my disclaimer first before you watch mine. Alright, thanks, Izzy. Just happy to hear it's not abandoned altogether. You're welcome, Selfwind. I want to finish it. Oh, please. I want to finish it. The Dragon Age RPG campaign. But I have no control over it right now. It's not up to me when it's gonna happen. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Liam just gave me photos of Arthur winking at me. Thank you, Liam. Now I can... Alright. Thank you, Liam. Kudos to Liam for sending me. I am going to post that image now on my wall of Arthur winking. That is amazing. Okay, there will be lots of drinking in Borderlands. Oh, yes. Yeah, come on, Telltale. Where is Tales from the Borderlands? I also check out the song Any Other Way, but We the Kings, it's a great song. There was once a main character and they cut off his head. Oh, boo. The Witcher series isn't like Skyrim at all, though. Yeah, I've seen some gameplay of The Witcher, and it doesn't... I still am not convinced that it's a game that I will thoroughly enjoy. He hates Poland, that's why he won't play it, let's be honest. You found me out? Because you found me out before I found myself out about Poland? Yeah, very tight storytelling and lots of choices. Okay, this is bad. I felt the same about Skyrim. I felt lonely. I missed the companion chat. Dragon Age spoiled me. Yeah, I felt lonely in Skyrim. I felt very isolated. You can get a companion in Skyrim and you can, you know, get married to them, but it's very shallow. The character interaction is very shallow in that standpoint, especially compared to BioWare games. I know why Telltale to the Borderlands is getting so delayed. Remember when you skip the credits and it says Telltale Games will remember that? Each time a player does that, but the more delayed the next episode gets. Boom, mind blown. Brilliant, Iron Rubber Duck, brilliant. I tried playing Witcher 1, I didn't really like it, but Witcher 3 is getting such amazing reviews, I decided to give it another go. Well, let me know what you think about that, Canaris, for someone who didn't really like Witcher 1. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, have you heard that Marvel and Telltale teaming up to make a Marvel game? Yep. I did, and that's really exciting because I really like Marvel a lot. I very much agree with you on RPGs AA. The last RPG I actually enjoyed was probably Dungeon Siege. The Witcher 3 is a pretty solid game, but I prefer 2 to be honest. Fallout New Vegas is an awesome player mod companion. Willow. I've heard of Willow. Willow is custom voices, has a long quest line and a nice dialogue. I love that game, but it wasn't exactly character focused. Hey, have you played or are you going to play Dragon's Dogma, if you have heard of it? I don't recall hearing about Dragon's Dogma. I don't remember what Dragon Dogma is about. Only BioWare does characters like that, though, from what I've seen. Have you played Transistor Hark? No, I don't think I've heard of that game. There are a lot of relationships in that series too, but I do prefer BioWare games as well. Again, I knew you wouldn't be interested in Witchers. Again, I knew you wouldn't be interested in Witcher. Seriously, how did I know Angel Heart so well? Almost fell asleep talking about Witcher 3, that boring RPG game. Oh, okay. Thank you. Ouch, Nelson. No, I meant I wasn't following what you were talking about. Oh. Fair enough, Nelsonian, fair enough. Hey, very first time I caught your stream. Hey, Nachtglans20? Welcome. Okay, then he answered, so I'm gone. Good night, everyone, or whatever time it is you are. Kira. Can you react to Dragon Ball Z Team 4-star episodes? Maybe? Maybe, if I find the time. I prefer BioWare games myself, but I wouldn't call the Witcher series boring. Fair enough. You should play Dreamfall Chapters. It's what I play next to Game of Thrones and Life is Strange as a third episodic game, however, if you decide to play it. So because I am curious, because I'm a curious Kathy, what's everyone's favorite BioWare game? You might also want to try The Longest Journey and The Longest Journey Dreamfall first. TLG, The Longest Journey is so good too. Oh, I'm going to harass Jessica Ennis now. Is there I should send a gift game through stream? Is there I should send a gift game? I'm not sure what you're asking, Esperata. You totes can, you just need to put his Steam ID email. I know you're probably sick of getting dumb questions like this, but I have the biggest crush on my friend and I think she's straight. Oh, well, are you asking me for advice? Well, if you're asking me for advice on having a crush on a friend that you think that you think she's straight, how good friends are you, I guess is my question. How close are you? Is there any reason why you might suspect that your friend is anything but straight, I guess is my next question. Does your friend know that you are into girls? I guess is the other question I have. I mean, there's a lot of factors. Things like this situation, I mean, it's hard to give advice for these kind of things because everybody's different. People react to different things, and without knowing your friend personally, it's hard for me to give you really sound advice. I think that if it really bothers you so much, and if you feel like it's going to drive you crazy, if you guys are close, you should be able to be honest with that person. And if you, like, I'm not going to say that there isn't a risk on your friendship. I think that if your friendship is strong enough, then it'll survive whatever awkwardness might come out if she's not interested. Because people will react differently. Some people will be flattered and be polite about it and say, it's really nice of you, but I only see you as a friend, kind of thing, if they have to let you down. And it might get awkward after a little while, but eventually it'll be fine. You know, you'll move on. At least you gave your piece, and then you'll be able to have the closure that you need to move on and find somebody else romantically. So I guess, but know that there's a possibility that hopefully your friendship won't end, but it might not be the same. Your friendship might change for better or for worse. And that's just something that you have to decide on, like pick the lesser of the two evils, I guess. Would you drive yourself crazy more if you didn't say anything, if you didn't express anything to this person, especially if you believe that there is a chance that your caring for someone in that way could be reciprocated? If it's going to drive you crazy, better to be honest about it than not to know. Then go for it. If you feel that you would rather not risk the friendship, that's up to you. Because I've been in a situation, even when amongst my gay friends, even with a friend of mine that's a good friend of mine who's gay, it was tough for me to admit a crush on them. and it got a little awkward. And one of my friends it got awkward with, and our friendship did change. We're still friends, but it was different. It changed. And then there was another friend of mine that I admitted I had a crush on, and I knew he was gay as well. And he was like, I am flattered, but I unfortunately don't see you in that way. I just see you as a friend. And then it was fine. We just continued on. It was fine. So just be prepared for that. Decide for yourself what you think you can live with more, I suppose. I felt lonely in Skyrim too. Much prefer Morrowind and ESO. Are there like two different chats? Have you contact Rooster Teeth for permission about Red versus Blue? I just want to know that all. That's all. Sorry if the question of mine sounds rude. I actually have not yet. I've just had a lot of things on my plate that I haven't even like. The Red versus Blue reaction is a little bit lower on my list of things to do, so I haven't really pursued that. Skyrim Saving Grace for me was an excellent modded companion. Oh, cool. I want an anime Telltale. It's only a matter of time before Telltale touches an anime. I think so too. I can see Telltale games, you know what? Because of their comic book style, art style, or they're really good at comic book or graphic novel art style, I think that Telltale would do an awesome job, especially because their roots are in humor. With a Scott Pilgrim game, if Telltale Games did a Scott Pilgrim game, I would be all over that. I know a lot of fans would be into that. I think that would be amazing. I wish everyone should try to listen to Miracle of Sound. I once heard someone describe Skyrim as beautiful as an ocean, but as deep as a puddle. I can see that. I'm not as much of a BioWare fan. I only like their sci-fi titles, so Knights of the Old Republic and Mass Effect, which is fine. See everyone going to get some food. See a Shogun. I like Witcher more. The cities in the games are more realistic European. That's cool. If you like that European realism, awesome. But Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is my standard suggestion. Sorry, my phone autocorrected me. Can I send a game through Steam as a gift? You can. I mean, you're able to. Steam allows you to do that. The Mass Effect series is my fave too. I love Jade Empire. Jade Empire is a great game, and Dragon Age 2. And the BG Baldur's Gate Saga is a classic, but I need to play with lots of mods. I really need to get some sleep later, Hark. I'll see you next stream. Don't forget about Storm Crisis' channel. I'll try to remember that, Nilsonian. My favorite is Mass Effect. It's my first play BioWare games. Then I heard about Dragon Age. I think Dragon Age is so boring. I understand, and especially Inquisition. I know why a lot of people might find Inquisition boring. The open worlds tend to run into that problem at times. My favorite BioWare game is probably DA Origins. Will there be a Game of Thrones RPG session in the future? If so, does that option of making up your own house possible? Will there be a Game of Thrones RPG session? That would be interesting. I just feel like if I were to do a Game of Thrones tabletop RPG game, I feel like I wouldn't be able to do it justice because I don't know the lore very well. I don't watch the TV show and I don't read the book, so I feel like I wouldn't be as well equipped. I wouldn't be well equipped of a game master because I don't know the material nearly as well as I know Dragon Age and Mass Effect. And even then, like, my Mass Effect lore is pretty rusty. There's a lot about the Mass Effect universe that I don't know very well, so even then I'm struggling. Even with the game that I tend to know very well, I'm struggling trying to maintain things within the universe's lore with the with the Mass Effect RPG campaign. So I really doubt that it would be that I would be a decent game master for a Game of Thrones RPG tabletop campaign. Totes unpopular opinion, but I prefer DAI and DA2 over Dragon Age Origins, even though my fave BioWare character, whom everyone hates, is from DAO. Elisabetta is a giant Loghain supporter, sympathizer, which I think is awesome because I think there needs to be more of them. I, of course, am more pro Alistair as I am to pro Loghain, but I think it's amazing that Elisabetta has a lot of very great things to say about why she feels about how she feels about Logain, and I think that's great. It's great to have those thoughts and opinions. Mass Effect 2 is my favorite Bioware game. Well, at least you have crushes. I'm 28 and I didn't have a crush since I was 16. Interesting. And that happens. A lot of people are late bloomers for that kind of thing. And there are people who also end up being asexual. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with never having a crush on anyone. Mass Effect 2 I love as well. The final mission is brilliant. Who is that hated character? Thank you for the advice, Hark. Oh, you're welcome. I hope it helps you. I hope so. Have I missed you playing Game of Thrones? Yeah, unfortunately, I've been playing for a while. Many hours, actually. But I'll be posting this hopefully within the next week. Mass Effect 2 was the first game I got before I got into it. Logan McTeer, I have a Simon Templeton problem. His VA and his character is so layered and complex. I agree with that. Logain's my fave character too. Amanda, don't get me started on Logain. Oh my gosh, Duck, I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm gonna go take a shower and go to sleep. See ya, Liam. Thank you very much for the picture. Me and Canaris met each other because of a Logain discussion we started. Oh, that's really cool. I had a pretty lengthy discussion about him in one of Hark's DAI videos. Why Canaris not your fave? I'm surprised that it hasn't ever been thought of that there could be a Telltale Warcraft, or actually just thinking about it, StarCraft would probably be better. That would be cool. That discussion you're talking about is one with me, right? Okay, I'm out later, guys. See you, Nelsonian. What is your Steam name, and what games would you like? My Steam name, I have to look it up. Send me, I'd rather not globally give my Steam name around to just anyone, so send me a Facebook message on my Facebook page, and I will send it to you. Sparta, and tell me that you're a Sparta, because I don't just blindly give it. I want people to say, "Hi, Angel Arts, this is so and so," because that helps me to know at least. Okay, well, I know you from the live stream, so I'm fine with giving you my Steam name. He may have been a hero once, but in DAO, Logain is a bad person, did terrible things. Alright, I don't want to get into a debate on Logain right now. I don't want to get into a debate. You guys can debate it amongst yourselves, but I'm not prepared to debate on it at the moment. We can continue. We still have some time before Hart gets to the end of the chat. I actually found the first Dragon Age more boring than the second, but I didn't play the third. But I love open world, and I find myself immersed in TES games that I feel they are deep enough if you are one of the kind of people who likes to roleplay and reads in-game books and such. It doesn't take that kind of thing. Okay, I'm gonna skip over all of the Logain stuff because I don't want to get into it. Well, I will watch it on YouTube then. I worked till 11 o'clock and it's 1 a.m. now. Yeah, I'm sorry that you missed it, Noct, but I will post it up. Thank you for the answer. I feel like I have no questions, so I'll hang out. Have you finished your Andy LP, Hark? No, I have not. I haven't been able to touch the Andy LP for a while because it's currently now a month before the wedding. I'm getting married in a month, so there's a lot of things that's on my plate right now. I'm trying to record as much as I can to allow me to still release a video a day, and still have videos backed up so that when I am, busy with my week-long marriage festivities, I'll be able to continue posting videos if I can. Because I'd like to be able to do that even during that time, but if I end up, disappearing for a week in the beginning of July, that's why. So my apologies if you're looking for videos, but I think my fiance would kill me if posting videos from YouTube took away from our nuptials. So hopefully you'll forgive me for that. The video best tribute to him shows why I love him pretty well. And friends on Steam. I wish you the greatest of weddings. Oh, thank you, Noct, with everything you've ever dreamed about. Thank you, Noct. Okay, yeah, so if there's anything else, otherwise I'm gonna start wrapping things up. And continue on. If Hark will live stream the ceremony, no. So I checked. I actually did check to see if I could live stream the wedding. The wedding is going to get recorded regardless. It will be recorded, but the company that I'm using to record the wedding is charging me $900 just to live stream it, which is a lot of money. For me, it's a lot of money. So I don't think that it's honestly, I want to live stream it, but $900 is just, I mean, $1,000 is nothing to sneeze at. As much as I would like to, I just don't think that I can fit into my budget. So because I can't fit into my budget, I feel like I will just have to have the wedding recorded, and then I will post stuff from the ceremony and from the reception afterwards, just like I recorded stuff from my bachelor party. And I think that will just have to suffice. As much as awesome as it would be for you guys to see it live, it's just a lot of money, unfortunately. Speak up now, forever hold your peace, and then 4chan and Reddit trades this channel. Good night, Hark and chat, and I mean good morning. Didn't realize the time. Yep, let me link you to my LP account. Okay. $900, can you not have a guest hold a webcam? Well, it's not that simple though, because you have to actually like live stream. Holding up a webcam might work, but you have to, you know, do all the stuff with the internet connections, and it's just there's more stuff involved, I feel like, and I won't be able to like. You basically are asking somebody to work during the wedding, and I don't like asking my friends, hey, do you think instead of you just sitting down and enjoying the ceremony, do you think you could, you know, sit over here in front of this laptop and, you know, make sure that this live stream is going on? Because, you know, I don't think it's as simple as just holding up a laptop in front of someone, because things might go wrong, something might get disconnected, you might have to do whatever on the computer, and I'd rather not. You know, I'd rather have my guests enjoy themselves and not put them to work, I guess. Let's see. Buy a GoPro and just wear it. I don't know about that. That's hilarious. That's a great idea. That's a very funny idea. I don't think that'll work for me. I think it's great how a deeply Catholic country like Ireland allowed gay marriage. Oh, that's so cool. And I love that it also keeps driving a political discussion about allowing it in Germany. That is great. I'm happy to hear that. Night, folks. Thanks for another awesome stream, Hark. Thank you for joining me, Jovian, even if it's, I'm sorry that you had to come in later. Living in Ireland is a bye lady. I was overjoyed to see that happening. Congratulations to all of those European countries, to Ireland and all. Seriously, $900? Thank you for live stream. See you guys. Thank you for live stream. See you guys. Yeah, pretty much. So, okay. I am starving, guys, and I've got stuff I need to get done. I have wedding stuff to do with my fiance, so I have to cut it off here. But thank you for joining me. I'm gonna go say my goodbyes, my farewells to Agent Majava, BioWare Love 7, Esperata 117. I have Fix, Jovian09, Kineris, Mallory, Nachtglans 20, Nameless Red Wolf, Persephone, Chiara, Punks 13, Shy Mystic, Tabsher, and the Iron Rubber Duck. Thank you guys for sticking with me till the very end. I really appreciate that you guys stuck around till the very end of the live stream. And hopefully I will see you guys very soon. Maybe, cross your fingers, Tales from the Borderlands sooner than later. That'd be great. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, love yourselves and love each other.